Oh, the bus. I love it. Here, working on the overhead, I had to pull this out to get to the lights and do a little bit of work back behind it. To the right here, actually in front of my son Jackson, you can see I've got the destination sign piece cut out. My destination sign was broken, and I wanted clear view out those windshields. Yeah, he loves helping doing stuff like this, holding things for an hour. Oh, gotta fix your hair. I tell you, it was actually harder to get up than I thought. Once I got that up, I had to figure out some way to attach a frame up here. These diagonal pieces are held in. Those screws are self-tappers. I tried some of that. Some of these I've actually riveted and have little corner brackets. I just really wasn't for sure how to frame it. Tell you, it's one thing I've noticed. I'm stepping in and out of the bus here to go cut wood, I think. This was technically last summer. Oh, yep, hot, drinking, cutting and measuring and cutting. And then what I did is I ran these at a diagonal from each corner, because I had initially planned on it just being diagonal, kind of like it is, maybe a cabinet or something on each side. I never had a great plan for this overhead. Scribing to cut, I realized very quickly that, there's nothing square in this bus, which I don't understand, because it's like machine made to spec. I guess the slopes and angles and such that are going on causes everything to be different. Trimming off is why I keep going up and down the stairs to try to get that angle just perfect. But after I had built these sides, I decided to put this cross piece in here that I'm working in now. Instead of having just corner cabinets, so to speak, have something more across the front. You sit back and you think about all the stuff that you do, and I'm sure that a lot of people are, changing their minds partially through builds. There's nothing wrong with that. I know I've done it on a few things. But I think once I get the bus done, where it's really usable and looks halfway decent, this will probably be one of the first things I renovate, is this front end. For some reason, I just don't like these overhead cabinets, or at least not the ones I built. They get better as the video, goes through. Do a little pull test there just to see how much weight it can hold. I didn't put all my weight on it because I am a tad on the fluffy side. You actually could just barely see there how I had a little, I guess, corner bracket. I actually ended up tearing a lot of that out and switching to this design here. You got that center upright. There's one directly to the left of it that cuts that left compartment into two. I actually wish I had known that was there and was just a divider. I don't know why I did it in build, but when I change this later on in the video, I could have done stuff a little bit differently. I actually think the reason I did that was because that center section is where the radio and some switches and stuff are, and I wanted it to have a little bit more support. A little flush cut trimming here on the bottom. That 11334, that number in the back, that is not Greyhound's number. I think that number is actually, I'd have to go back and look and see who owned this bus after Greyhound. They had it for another 10 years. Plow and Brockman, maybe? I'm not for sure. Now this is just a piece of plywood I put on the bottom here. It's thicker than Luan. It's, 3/8 of an inch or so. And I kind of did that for mounting purposes. I know I want to mount a CB up underneath there and a couple other little things, my camera. This piece I put up here in case I decide I want to put a TV up there. Here you can kind of see it's faced out. And to the left side there is that dips down, and I think that the fiberglass cap was dipped down, and when I cut the board I screwed up and cut it and didn't follow the arc correctly. This is oak flooring that I did the floor with. It's actually a laminate, but it is still oak, so it does match the cabinets. That's what I've decided to face this in. Now there's one more board that goes up above this where you can still see the tan color. I'm actually not going to do that with oak, because that's going to be trimmed out, as is down the sides are going to be trimmed out with some sort of different trim. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do, but you can see here I've got cabinets. These are actually extra cabinet doors I had from my cabinets that I put in. Went through and put them up. Took them off other cabinets. There I've got the radio and gauges mounted. And this is kind of how it sits right now. And this is the happiest I've been with it. So for now, it'll be staying like this until I decide to overly change it. Still got to cut the holes, for the access. A bunch of wires and stuff back there.